talks between the United States and Iran are currently underway in Islamabad. Both sides have strong reasons to want them to succeed. The United States wants these negotiations to do well for several reasons. A workable deal could limit Iran's nuclear progress and restore tighter international monitoring. A successful agreement would allow Washington to claim it had successfully prevented Iran from building a nuclear weapon. In addition, if the talks produce even a partial understanding, America could gain leverage over future developments and maintain some influence over Iran's behavior. The diplomatic route protects Washington's core interest, which is to stop Iran from advancing too far and too fast. Iran has equally strong reasons to want the talks to succeed. Tehran has been under heavy sanctions and intense pressure for years. This has taken a serious toll on Iran's economy, foreign trade, and also the domestic political space. A successful deal could ease that pressure and unlock some economic relief. At the same time, a deal would end the immediate threat of more attacks. For Iran, the negotiations offer a chance to lower external pressure without appearing to surrender its broader strategic posture. At the same time, it is seeking to protect what it sees as essential national security interests. It wants relief, but not at the cost of giving up all leverage. That is why Tehran tends to approach such talks cautiously, trying to secure sanctions relief while preserving enough capability to deter its rivals. From Iran's point of view, a successful agreement is one that helps it survive pressure, preserve influence, and reduce the risk of war. And all this without dismantling the tools it considers necessary for its defenses. That balance is difficult to achieve, but it explains why Tehran has an incentive to keep talking. So the talks are underway because both sides see something to gain, even if neither trusts the other. For both sides, failure could be far more dangerous than compromise. Mr. John Rossando is a president of Viking Research Associates, geostrategist, and also an expert on national security. He is now joining us live from Washington, D.C. Mr. Rossando, it's good to see you, and thank you very much for your time. There are some critics who say that the United States wants these talks to succeed. There are others who are saying Iran doesn't want these talks to succeed. We are waiting for the outcome of these talks in a few minutes from now. But in your own view, I'll ask you that question. Why does America want these talks to succeed, and why does Iran want the flip side?
Well, President Trump needs a political off-ramp because this war is very unpopular with a significant segment of his base in a midterm election. And his vice president is a voice inside the administration against this war. So he has to balance that. But the Iranians can't be seen to give up what they've gained. I mean, they've seized control of the Strait of Hormuz in violation of international law. Neighboring Oman says they don't have the right to do so, but it does. And it's also a political humiliation to President Trump to have Iran controlling the Strait of Hormuz. So that's something that, and also by surviving, they believe that they've won the war and they have nothing to give.
Rossando, in your own view, and again, very quickly, who do you think has the upper hand in these talks, frankly?
Well, I think that right now, Iran kind of has the upper hand because it has, the Strait of Hormuz by the throat. So, and the only way the U.S. gets it back is by invading the islands on in the Strait of Hormuz, and that would be a great cost. And President Trump promised a quick victory, but the quick victory isn't showing up.
Mm-hmm. Rossando, before these talks began, there were indications that it's going to be an indirect talks, that the United States is going to speak to one party of the negotiation team and Iran is going to speak to the other. But that has flipped and that has changed. Now they're in the same room. It's a three-way meeting. It's a three-way talk. Iran, the United States are on the same table, and Pakistan is playing as a mediator or a facilitator. What's the significance of that move? How positive is that?
I think it's more symbolic than anything. I mean, this is the first time that you've had a vice presidential level meeting between Iran and the United States since the Islamic Revolution and the seizure of the U.S. Embassy in November 1979. So that is a major development.
Mm-hmm. President Trump has not stopped his threats and rhetoric. He's still posting on Truth Social. What would be the ramifications if these talks do actually fail?
Well, I think that President Trump, will end up having to go through with his threats. I mean, already you still have American military assets being moved into the region, and the only way that I see him able to get the Strait of Hormuz open by force is to seize the islands, and you have words of support coming from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, to do so.
Mm-hmm. One final question, and I think the sticking point right now and the flashpoint right now is Lebanon and what is going on in Lebanon, because Israel has decided not to stop the strikes on Lebanon despite various voices asking Israel to resist or desist. What do you think will happen on that front?
Well, I think the fact that Iran is insisting on including Lebanon is just a reminder of the colonial relationship between Hezbollah and Iran. I mean, the IRGC basically uses Hezbollah as a sock puppet, and it's continued, firing rockets at Israel, and Israel sees it as a threat. I mean, the UN declared back in the 2000s that Hezbollah needed to be disarmed, and the Lebanese government said it would disarm Hezbollah. That hasn't happened, so Israel is looking out for its own interests. I mean, the most recent reports indicate that Hezbollah planned a coup against General Aoun and the legitimate Lebanese government that Israel sought to prevent.
Mm-hmm. John Rossando, it's good to see you. We'll have to end this discussion here. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you.